Good morning, everyone. So, I want to talk for a minute. Have some coffee with me. I am going to do a reading, and I'm going to do it for Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquarius. I do want to talk a second about miracles, right? Because we have them, and I feel like in every bad moment, there's always a good moment, right? And just as an explanation of that, like, if you guys know me and know anything about my story, you know that I lost my sister last week. And on the very day that I lost my sister, my grandson came into this world. So I was like a jumbled mess, right? So, like, I think I felt extreme loss and extreme joy in, like, the exact same moment, right? As I'm finding out one person's leaving, I'm finding out another person's coming in, right? And so it was only fitting that I do Aquarius reading today. Number one, it being your birthday. And two, my grandbaby is an Aquarius. So welcome to the world, Luke. And so, as I was pulling cards here, I just want to talk about what happened as I was shuffling the cards. Every card that fell out in twos, right? Every time they dropped in twos. And I just kept going with it, right? So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little piles here. And so we're in Aquarius, so we're in the energy of unions, right? Of decision making, of taking that leap of faith, right? They're just being blessings for Aquarius, right? Having an Aquarius in your life is bringing other people the blessings, like you are the blessing. That's the message I'm getting today, because Luke is my grandson, and he's definitely the blessing. He made the transition for me easier, right? Of dealing with death and life and what have you, and the things that happen. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and share the top of the deck energy, and I swear to God, I did not put this here, you guys, is the Star card, right? And that's the Aquarius card, right? And so right under that is the Ten of Wands, and that's talking about, us going through some hard times, but seeing that there's a future in sight. Like, there was always that little flame burning, right? Even though the snow was covering it, it didn't put the flame out. It might have diminished the flame, but it never put it out. And so there's that seed that we can become whatever we want. We can be that blessing, right? And the bottom of the deck here is the Judgment card, and that talks about there being judgment, right? There being fairness. There being, with everything bad, there's something good, right? And under that, we have the Eight of Cups. And you can see her and this card with a baby, right? And so she's nurturing that seed, right? And just as you see, this flame is growing higher. I like to read the top and the bottom of the deck, because I feel like that's the opening and closing, right? The opening and where we can go with it, right? And so there's our flame, Aquarius. Like, you guys are on it this month, right? And I swear this is the month of union for you guys. A lot of you out there, I feel like, are going to meet that soulmate twin flame. I mean, it's just a label, right? But that significant other, that one that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, right? So let's go ahead and get into this reading. We're at 404 just then, right? And that's foundations, that's abundance, right? Depending on if you use the fours, we're talking about foundations, and if you add them up, it's an 8, that's abundance. So laying those foundations and bringing in abundance is what I feel for you, Aquarius, right? And you get the Six of Wands, and with that fell the King of Pentacles, right? So let's just talk about that for a second. Because the Six of Wands, you can see in this picture, it's like their hands are tied together. It's like a hand-fasting ceremony, right? And you've got the cat there for that. Resembles to me like being magical, being able to see what others can't see, like seeing something in someone that nobody else sees but you do, because that's your person, right? And with that, you get the King of Pentacles, right? And the King of Pentacles. And this talks about luck to me, right? Like there being wishes granted. Because there's a little leprechaun down here. At least that's what I think he is. And he's bringing gold to the king, right? So, yeah, so you're calling in your King of Pentacles. You might be dealing with an earth sign, or this could just be like, yeah, like a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or just somebody in that has money. I almost want to say Taurus, right? Because look at his hat, and it kind of looks like bull horns up there a little bit, right? So I'm gonna feel like for some of you, it's gonna be a Taurus, right? That's what I'm gonna say there. And then we get the Fool, right? Some of you could be with an Aries, right? Or you could just be on that Fool's journey where you're just accepting what's coming and you're not stressing about what's not happening, right? You're just going to take it like that, because with that you get the Ten of Pentacles and you get dogs here, which talks about loyalty, right? And you also have a cat, again, which to me talks about intuition, being spot on. And then you have the two people in the background, right? This almost feels like a priest to me, right? And these two lovers back here, okay? Because that to me just looks like the overhang there, just looks like that could be like an outdoor wedding, right? But basically you're on a fool's journey and you're just going to accept things as they are. And you're going to go with the flow, okay? And then the next card we get is the celebration card. We get the Three of Cups, right? That could be time with your family and friends, right? With that, you get the Eight of Pentacles. And eights are about abundance, right? And pentacles are things we can touch. So I feel like I actually want to kind of read this one out of the book. And we get stability, harmony. I'm going to read this little saying. They have little sayings in this book. This is the Silver Witchcraft Tarot, by the way. This is when night comes, it comes only to half of the world. You cannot live all of your life in the light, but you can learn to see in the darkness and create lights for others to see as well. There is nothing to fear and so much to be done. So, like, you can see your way out of the darkness with these celebrations here, right? Good things are coming to you. Right? So, I mean, we're going to illuminate our paths ourselves, I feel like, because you are the light, right? And these celebrations are coming in. It's not everything can stay in the darkness all the time. Like, there will be light again, right? There always is. And with that, we get the Empress and the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in, right? He's waiting there. I almost feel like a trip on the water, right? You got the cat, you got a cat, and this one again with the intuition and stuff. Like, he's spot on. He knows that his ships are coming in. Like, there's nothing that can tell you that your ships are not coming in. I feel like you know this. Because you're in the Empress energy, right? And you got the eagle over here. That talks about soaring to great heights to me, right? And you also have the rabbits down here that talk about fertility. So some of you might be might be waiting on someone. You might be wanting to start that family, right? Well, it's coming. Because right after that, we have the Death card. Now, don't get nervous. Death just means ending of a cycle and beginning of a new one, right? And you get the Five of Wands, which talks about there being you can see all the people in this picture. What's the words I'm trying to find? It talks about there being like collaboration, right? More than one person working together, right? So this is the end of a cycle. I feel like this is the end of you being alone, right? The butterfly symbols rebirth. Can you see it? And you can also see the butterfly was here in the cocoon, and it's now here, right? So this is talking about you coming out of the darkness into the light, right? And you got the Five of Wands. So there's collaborations. There's working together with others, right? And then after that, we got the Lovers card. This could be the card of Gemini. Some of you could be looking at a Gemini, but this is also just finding that one, right? Again, with the hand fasting, okay? We've seen it in several cards today. You also got the Page of Cups. And let's go ahead and get that out of the book, because Page of Cups. Chalices, it's called in this, right? Let's see. I got little 9, 10. Oh, I forgot. This book has them, like, separated. Alright, this is the dreamer, right? So this person could be the dreamer. This is a sensitive individual curious about relationships and opening up to her feelings. In fact, she learns about the world and herself by focusing on her feelings. So this is being in your emotions, right? And you can see 5 little things dancing on the water. That to me says changes are coming, right? Maybe you were in your Queen of Swords energy before, and now you're getting where you're in your Page of Cups emotions, right? You're letting in love, right? She's interested in exploring the mysteries of life and is very open to psychic and metaphysical ideas. She is creative and imaginative and expresses her creativity. This is you, I feel like. She can be overly sensitive, retiring, and shy, and can sometimes ignore common sense or rational arguments, right? And so the reflection here is dreaming is about a connection between our desires and reality. Some dreams may be a seed for something more, and others will just disappear to be woven anew into different dreams inside our hearts. So this is all about knowing that this love is going to come in, right? That's what that's about to me. And this has been a beautiful reading. I'm going to get the Lenormand. Hang on one second. This is the Gilded Riviera Lenormand. It's got a couple new cards in it. And let's just draw some energy off Lenormand and see what we get. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. If you have Aquarius in any of your placements, I know I didn't say that before, and anything you need is going to be in the description box below. If you'd want to get a reading from me, things of that nature, are the things I offer. Right, so for Aquarius, for the month of February, Spirit, for a happy birthday, what do we see for Aquarius, Spirit? The first card to get is the stork. I'm telling you, I feel like there's children coming for some of you. You get the mountain, like there being obstacles, right? What? These cards don't actually say what they are, so I want to go ahead and look them up in the book. I know what the mountain is, right? We have some obstacles along the way, right? But with life, we always have obstacles, so... Sorry if you can hear my dog barking, but I'm not willing to let him in right now. But we're just about done here. With moments, the stork says, with moments, upgrades, and improvements, I bring spring and change of seasons. Sometimes my symbol stands for a new family addition or simply a new state of evolution. I can be your move on your next promotion. So I feel like, yeah, you've had to climb that mountain, right? But with that... You've had to kiss, I'm hearing, you had to kiss a bunch of frogs before you find the prince. Something like that. However you say that. But my guide's still laughing right now. But yeah, you had to kiss a bunch of frogs. You had to go through a bunch of shit. You had to climb that mountain. And to find this, I feel like some of you are seriously gonna meet that one you're gonna have children with. And there's a 2 on this card, and that talks about unions, right? There's also an 8 on here for, and that talks about abundance. Let's see what this card is. This is the park, okay? When you are going to a party or a concert or a business meeting, I am sure to show up in the reading. You will find me in a reunion or a retreat, a riot, or a picnic. I like crowds and public events, so naturally I am good with all your networking. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to find this person through networking, whether it's a party you go to, or this could even be, for some of you, this could even be talking about meeting your wedding. Maybe even a baby before the wedding. That's what I feel like. Some of you might have had to climb that hill and hang on. This could be online dating. This could even be an email that you received from somebody. But basically this card means public. So out in the public, I feel like this person is showing you their love for you out in the public, if that makes sense. I'm hearing maybe even a baseball game. I don't know if some of you are going to a baseball game, but if you are, you might get proposed to at some kind of baseball game or thing like that. This is like somebody that comes in to help you with your online. Maybe you are a tarot card reader and or you do something online with YouTube, or you just do something online in general. I feel like that's where you're going to meet this person. So that's going to be your reading for today, Aquarius, and that stopped at 17. That was at 17 minutes, and that reduces down to 8, right? And we're talking about abundance. So I hope you guys liked your birthday reading, and like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and if you'd like a reading, everything you need to know will be in the description box below. And have a beautiful, beautiful birthday. Namaste.